Brennan met with Emily's friends and it didn't go well.
Yeah, that brother looked like he needed a shot of tequila before he talked with his friends on the her friends on the balcony.
He took a shovel with him at that meeting and he was just digging.
Hmm.
I mean, talk about sinking.
Yeah, definitely can't see the top of his head on that hole.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 17, episode number 9.
But before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please give us a like and send us your comments. We appreciate you for doing that. So, we're going to talk about Mr. Brennan and Emily. Brennan decides to take Pastor Cal's advice and move in with Emily.
She was happy
She
that,
was happy.
right, that he came to that point of understanding in the process.
Yes.
And so he moved, I guess, was one bag or two bags
Two
in,
bags.
2 bags in. And what was strange to me is that while he was doing that, Emily was moving her bags up from downstairs in the same building, and she kept coming through the door with stuff, and he didn't even bother to help her out.
And
Didn't offer one time.
her wrist is still injured. From what I can see, she was bringing in items for the household.
It didn't matter whether or not her wrist was either injured or not. That should have been something that he should have been able to pick up on as a grown ass man and say, "Hey, look, okay, I got my bags down. Let me help out with yours."
To me, she had a lot of stuff that makes a house a home. You know, when you need something, you want it to be there in multiples rather than having to go out or, do without because it's not there. So
I
we're
would
just
not have
gonna
handled a situation like that. I know that.
just move forward because I thought that was a foul mood, particularly for a brother who don't like to look bad on camera. That
Or
made
is
him
overly preoccupied with
right,
how
right.
he appears. Emily had an opportunity to meet with her girl Sophie,
Yes.
and they chatted, girl talk about how things were going for Emily, and Emily reveals to her that, you know what, I like Brennan more than he likes me, or at least that's what I feel right at this point in time of our relationship.
Mhm.
She also says that Brennan has communication issues.
Yes.
Okay. One of those issues is that he doesn't like to reveal stuff on camera.
He doesn't like to open up, so it's difficult to communicate with him.
Mhm.
And Sophie advised her that perhaps it'll get better.
Mhm.
So they now go shopping for the party that they'll be having and settled on getting wigs for everyone for this party.
That's the theme of the housewarming.
Yes. And they seem to have a good time trying on different stuff.
And he was more open and relaxed at that point. At least I think so.
Yeah, I thought
He was legitimately trying to have fun. It seems like Brennan was genuinely having fun trying to figure out what wig he would sport to the housewarming party.
right. Tiara and Alex arrive, and they are two of her good friends.
Hmm.
And they're sitting back noticing that Emily is working, getting stuff on the platters and what have you to prepare for the party, while Brennan is not doing anything. He's not helping him.
Chris and Andrew had arrived.
Right, and those are his boys.
Right,
So
exactly.
he made sure he got drinks. Everyone said hi,
Hmm.
hi,
Hmm.
and they're all standing around, and they give them wigs to put on so everyone could try to start having fun. And
Hmm.
the drinks were flowing.
Hmm.
So they finally separated.
Yeah, Emily talks to Brennan's boys, Chris and Andrew. Yara and Alex, they
They
talk
talked to
to
Brennan
Brennan. Yep.
and keep telling him that they want to know him, but from what they see, they want to know why he signed up for the show
Yeah.
because they can't understand why he signed up if he has problems being open and expressing himself in front of the camera and be so concerned about his image, what he says and what he does. And then Kiara talked about I saw Emily in the kitchen and she's getting everything together and you're not helping out. In fact, you're making fun of her. He said that I took everything out of the oven.
That was a lightweight lift, wasn't it though?
Make this thing up.
Mm.
So he took everything out of the oven.
Yeah, okay.
Well, bless your heart.
Hmm. I wish that there had been a thought bubble and Kiara's mind that popped up above her head and on camera, so we could have read it.
She wanted to wrap her tiny fingers around his throat because then she decided to go in.
Mm.
Like, who are you? And I don't understand what's happening. You're with my one of my best friends, and she was just coming at him.
Yeah, and
Rightfully so, I thought.
she didn't go in alone. Alex had her part in it too.
She was sending one way, then Alex will do the other undercut kind of
Yeah,
situation.
but she got it in too because she actually asked as part of that conversation that they were having on the balcony. You know, did you bother to help her move her stuff in?
Right.
Because that's not what I heard, huh?
And then he got really indignant.
Oh, he's
He
like,
asked him, "Well, is that what Emily told you? Is that what she told you?" Because he wanted to bring her into the conversation.
mm-hmm.
And she said, "Well, yeah. I mean, did you?"
We never got an answer to that question.
She wanted to keep his nose where the smell was. So she asked him, like, "Did you?" And he started, like it looked like he was gonna get up and
He
walk
got
away. He got
defensive, man.
defensive.
And then
He
he
started
began to talk about how he started feeling like he was being attacked.
right.
And I was like, hey, look, man, you put yourself in this situation by what you didn't do. You didn't help move your wife's stuff up into an apartment that you all now share. And all you didn't even have to go out of the building to do that. And then when your guests got there, you didn't you didn't take any real, make any real effort to help her other than bringing the stuff out of the oven and setting it on the counter.
It makes me think that maybe some of these dudes, these bachelors, don't know the
I
basics
think that they haven't transitioned from being, a bachelor
about
to,
themselves, only of caring
oh,
about themselves.
okay, so self-absorbed is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because in that moment, he was clearly being selfish and self-absorbed.
Level one stuff like that, that's easy.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
easy stuff.
Perhaps these guys not in tune with that sort of thing, but mothers train their sons. This is how we roll. This is what you do. You open the door. And I mean, and I know some women are not about that life anymore, but there are a lot who are. His anger started rising. He got this thing going on with him.
Facial countenance changed
And
for
he
sure.
looked like he wanted to cuss both of them out and walk away. And they cut to him talking to Emily,
Mhm.
and he complained about her girls. To say that, okay, if they came at you this way, I apologize for that. When asked by Keisha on the after show, Emily tried to say that, she didn't tell her girls anything, but later she admitted that, yeah, I did tell them what was going on. And, clearly they knew some information that only she would have told them.
Yeah, and Emily also revealed on the party show with Keisha that, you know what? Brennan is one way in front of the camera and another person or somebody entirely different away from the camera.
Yes.
Interesting.
That doesn't make you feel all warm and cozy, does it?
Yeah. Maybe what we've been seeing so far has been performative.
Performative and getting what she's getting. And she said she trying to do the sexy thing in bed with him, but he's not picking up on what she's putting. So there's that. And then at the end, she too is hopeful that things turn around. She sees all the issues that are there, and I'm glad she knows that they're there and she sees what's there. But right now, she's gonna try to keep it moving. Put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, and let me get back to the confrontation that they had on the balcony for a quick second. Alex asked a question of Brennan, and he responded by, well, like, "What do you want?" And he said, "I want a partner.
Yes. Oh,
I
I
want
forgot about that
I
one.
want a partner."
Uh huh.
And the first thing that came to my mind was, um, your wife, Emily,
Hmm.
is more than just a partner.
Right.
So, if you want a partner, you can go out and get that at any time prior to you getting married.
Then he said something very curious. He said that his relationship with Emily is not real life.
What the hell is it?
It's not real. It's not reality. And Kira, who is already turned up, said, "What are you talking about? It is
Hell, you talking about?
it's reality."
Right.
I was surprised when he said his marriage is not real life. So it tells you his mindset. It already tells you what he's thinking. He's approaching this as if this is not reality. This is separate and aside from who he is. Two different people. One when the cameras are on,
Yes.
and the other when he's with Emily
Yeah.
and the cameras are off.
Mm,
She's dealing with two different guys. And I would have gotten whiplash at this point because they're 16 days in. I don't know how she does it, but I hope she doesn't have to get a brace for her neck.
mm. I needed one. Just watching.